ShinRobjira.
Today we're going to be talking about the Bandai movie monster series Godzilla vs. Megalon Jet Jaguar Showa era figure. Jet Jaguar.
Punch, punch, punch!
Exactly. And you know, base cinema, Jet Jaguar, Godzilla vs. Megalon, getting Megalon next month, giveaway for that one. Let's get to talking about Jet Jaguar, shall we? Up first, we have this super basic tag with a picture of Jet Jaguar on the front. We've got a silhouette of Jet on the back with Bandai Movie Monster Series, Godzilla x Megalon, and a bunch of stuff on the inside of the tag. Jet Jaguar, sleeve, sleeve, sleeve. For those who don't know, and for everybody wondering, these are the top loaders and card sleeves that I use. I normally use a combination of both of these for the Godzilla store exclusive stuff, but normally I only use these for the basic releases. They're available on Amazon and are extremely cheap. Just wanted to throw that out there. Bandai Movie Monster Series Showa era Jet Jaguar is quite possibly one of the best looking Bandai Movie Monster Series releases of the year. Yeah, I'm gonna throw them into the same pot as Ride exclusive Godzilla and Singular Point Anguirus, because in all honesty, how do you even screw Jet Jaguar up? The paint is exactly where it needs to be. It's the right shade of those colors, playmates. And on top of that, the detail's all there as well. Bandai knocked this out of the park. Let me show you why. Jet Jaguar's eyes might not be blue and full of life, but they are jet black. Jet black, Jet Jaguar. That's not funny. But the detail on the face is rather fantastic and a very nice shiny vinyl. He's got his goofy grin, he's got his easygoing brow. There's even detail on the underside of the nose. And Jet's antennae on the side of his head along with the bolts on the back of his head is all present. Bolts on top of the head too. The Jet Jaguarian warrior is rocking the turtleneck like Velma Dinkley. He's got the red, he's got the orange. He's got the Michelin Man arms with hands. Decently detailed hands and elbow pads. On both sides, yes. On both sides, yes. On both sides, yes, a fourth time. We got the Michelin Man hips, the Jet Jaguar belt buckle, the stripes of red going into the silver, the all-yellow knee pads that are raised off the figure, and the Michelin Man shins into the Jet Jaguar Tims. Complete with those Avatar The Last Airbender arrows on the Tims and the toe nipples. Jet Jaguar's got toe nipples. Yikes. Now, just to take a quick look at the back of the figure, since I do feel like I kind of zipped on over it. More of the Michelin Man legs over here. We do have the back of the kneecaps over here, which do look like little Burger King crowns. We've got the Jet Jaguar diaper with the back zipper over here, and the paint is pretty dang good. Got some blips and bloops over here, but I'm not going to take points off for that. It's all very, very, very nice looking, and if you move the arm back like this, you can see more of that pointed design on Jet's, almost said kneecaps, elbows over here. You'll of course get that with both sides, and I've already shown the back of Jet's head, but this is still worthy of another showing. Also, you gotta absolutely show some love for some flat feet over here. Got a lot of love and a lot of appreciation for flat feet on a Jet Jaguar figure after Playmates' figure. And again, the foot nipples. Also, just to go over it, I am aware that the paint over here isn't really the greatest. It's a little uneven, but I'd take that over washed out colors. Yes, I'm being petty like that. Much like some of Bandai's Ultraman figures from the Ultra Hero 500 line, there is some paint bleed through on the chest and near the waist area, with some random little dots of paint thrown throughout. Unintentionally, of course. I don't know, it's all in very small areas with small increments. I really don't have an issue with that. Thankfully, there's not more of this present on the figure. But for the most part, the figure is painted up and detailed up like a dream. Bandai Movie Monster Series Jet Jaguar is pretty straightforward. What you see is what you get. He's finely detailed, he's finely painted. Everything that needs to be there is there. And for those of you out there who weren't a fan of the SP design, here you go. Here it is, Vanilla Jet Jaguar. But personally, this design is pretty much obsolete after Singular Point, for me at least. I still love this thing though. And speaking of love, full star for paint, full star for detail. Let's talk about something else real quick. My undying love for this figure is not all based on hype. I showed you everything. I showed my work. The detail, the paint, everything this figure needed to be, it is. It didn't need to be in an overly action-based pose. It didn't need to change the color palette. It's just Jet Jaguar, and that's exactly what Jet Jaguar needs to be, especially when you're going with the very basic Showa era design. You don't need to go above and beyond to make it flashy or to make kids want it. They just want Jet Jaguar. And here he is, Jet Jaguar. Now before we move on to articulation, I just wanted to cover one more thing. I really don't feel that there's much of a contest here between these two. While I do very much appreciate everything Playmates did, I think it's pretty safe to say that they have the more flawed figure in this regard. He needs his plastic shell case over here to stand. No matter how much I balance him, he is going to fall over. Movie Monster Series Jet doesn't have the washed out colors. I don't know, man. I feel bad comparing the two. Although they do look like they're having quite the rousing game of patty cake. In all honesty, if Playmates had just done this and darkened up the colors enough, I honestly think we would have had the ultimate American-made Jet Jaguar figure. Again, it's not to say that there's anything bad with what we got, just it can't stand and the colors are washed out and that bothers me. Petty? Yes. Do I care? No. Do I still love Playmates? Absolutely. Can't wait for your next release, guys. Articulation-wise, Jet is as basic as they come. All the way around at one arm, all the way around at the other arm, and hey, look at that. You can go all the way around at the torso as well. Articulation is pretty basic, but it covers all the standard grounds for a Bandai vinyl, so I'm gonna give that a full star as well. Now, before I end this video off, there's another comparison I wanted to make just to throw this in here. Fanbase legend and creator of Monster Island Buddies posted up these pictures on his Twitter, which will be linked in the description below. I take no credit for these pictures, but here is the Bandai Movie Monster Series Jet Jaguar with one of the original Jet Jaguar figures from Bandai, and they look honestly really, really great next to one another, and I mean, what else is there to say? I mean, it does look like a new mold, though, in more than a few areas. You can see that those lines on the thighs are no longer present. The arms are obviously different. The chest feels a little bit skinnier this go-around, as does the new figure overall. It's just really, really nice to have a recent Movie Monster Series release without any major critical changes. They're both the same height. The new one's just got new arms and is a little bit thinner. And that's about going to wrap it up, friends and neighbors. I hope this wasn't too short of a video for you all, but it's Jet Jaguar. I love this figure so much. Again, I'm putting him up there with Singular Point Anguirus and Ride exclusive Godzilla. He's clean, he's awesome, he's everything he needs to be, and yes, I will be talking about the Godzilla Store exclusive version and Megalon and yada yada yada. Get ready for more videos this week, everybody. I'm thinking at least 3 more. Dear God, please save my soul. I have been ShinRobjira. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Peace.